Hello and welcome to Sovereign RPG. I am Sovereign. Today we're just having a quick look at Once Human. I've been playing for a few hours now and I still haven't found a pair of bloody pants, but that's not that big of a deal, to be perfectly fair. It's a survival MMO. Well, like I kind of say survival, it's really not. It's just survival light. It's like running around, you press F on a tree and it gathers wood. You have to drink water, you have to eat food, and you build a base. It's kind of, yeah, it's survival, but it's not really, if you kind of get my meaning. There's too many things going on, like, I mean, I think it's about as close as you're going to get to a survival MMO that we currently have right now anyway, with loads of people on servers, even though it's kind of like a shard system. Just get a little headshot off on that guy. Yeah, it's kind of got a shard system where you can jump from server to server. There's a certain amount of people on each server. Now, the problem with the building on this server is the same as any kind of, even though this is PvP, like I'm on a PvP server, there's nothing really there to have PvP with. Like, it's, oh, there goes his head. It has nothing to really go with PvP, so we're actually like running around and I'm running into loads of people, but I can't fight anyone, so there's nothing really PvP about this entire situation, to be perfectly honest. Like, I'm pretty sure what they, like, from what I've looked at right now, there's actually what are you doing? Bye. There's actually areas that you can PvP in, kind of like what you got in, what was that game from back in the day by Ubisoft that I can't really, I say back in the day, it's not that long ago, I just feel old as hell, man. Oh, I got the name in my head. I've got the name in my bloody head and I can't think of it. I have no idea why I can't remember the name. The Division. That's the one, the Division. So it's like a Division where they have certain areas you can PvP in. But the thing is that it's kind of like, because you can't raid the bases and do all that sort of stuff, as far as I know right now, I may be wrong with that, please let me know down below if that is wrong. There's just, it's a PvE server. So it's like, there's half-built, really crappy looking houses literally everywhere. Like, where someone's logged in, not like the fact that it's a kind of survivally MMO and just decided that they don't want to just leave it there. Now, I don't know if they have a system in place to actually get rid of those buildings after a certain amount of time of a player not being logged on, or if they're going to keep it like with MMOs will usually do it. Look, there's some players right now just rolling in. But look, no one's got pants. That guy's got pants. But like, literally, I haven't found a single pair of underwear. Well, underwear, yeah. What the hell am I doing there? I didn't even know I could do that. Throw it at that guy. Oh, or not. What are you? That's a big... Oh, God. These guys have like his back is going to be his weak spot, so we're gonna have to run. Oh, he's going to charge in. So these guys, we have big monsters like this and you can actually have some decent fun with them, but they all have little like weak spots on each of them. So like, you'll fight things that like I've forgotten what it's called. I can't concentrate properly while I'm trying to fight this bloody thing. Why are you just standing there, woman? Fight with me or do something. Dodging out of the way, survival style that I'm not ever been good at. Oh, God. There's other two people here, and that's not even people. Let me just kill this dude real quick, and then I'll carry on talking about the game, because it's starting to get a lot of monsters around here now. I'm running low on... Oh, God. There we go. Big guy's down. Let's just kill these little dudes, and then we'll carry on talking about this. What is that? That's like... Okay. Right, so basically you get these big bosses like the one I just fought there and I just got murdered. You can give up, and now on a PvP server, the thing why I don't really call it a survival server is because you get this, there's no items dropping. Like, you don't drop any items. Now, you might drop your items when you're fighting in PvP, for example. I didn't put a bloody... did I put one down? Let's just go back to our territory because I can show you the basis stuff as well. So when you get into this kind of, those kind of areas, you don't drop any loot. Now, for me, a survival game, if you die, you drop your loot. Now, there could be options in single players for you to be able to get death bags like we have in Soulmask, like we have in Myth of Empires, etc., where you can play single player and actually get that, those items back by just marking that area. Now, okay, I just spawned in here. This is our bird V. He kind of like our companion that tells us what we're doing. So this is the basic setup of what I have at the base. I just basically started and just set it down. I wasn't building anything important, but you have your standard crafting systems where you can craft all the different kinds of weapons. Now, this is kind of semi-futuristic, but it's just got like a lot of weapons that are normal human type weapons that we currently have in this day and age. We do have blueprints where you go around collecting those boxes in the places that I was in before. Let's go down and see if we have anything ready to unlock. I don't think we do. I did pick up, I think it was a melee weapon. There we go. So you pick up enough of them, then you can unlock them, and then you can craft that item. That's a squared off camping knife. Kind of not really sure. And once you unlock them in there, you can go inside and you can craft up to 5 tiers. They all require different levels of ingots, for example. You got tungsten for the tier 4. You've got aluminium tier 5 for tungsten, tier 4 aluminium, tier 3 you've got steel ingots. Tier 2 is bronze ingots, and copper ingots is tier 1. We can craft one of these by just, all you have to do with a melee weapon is just hold and craft it. That's just a really simple way of doing it. We're not going to equip that right now because I've got a decent knife already that I picked off. But if we go into our weapons, can go into the side here, and you have to build each part. Well, I'm going to build one of these. Should I build something else because I haven't got anything else? Let's build this, see if we can build this. So you're going to see when you're clicking on each individual part, you're going to need copper ingots, plastic, and adhesive. Now you get these from running around, which I'll show you in a second, but you're crafting these 4 pieces, and then you hold F to craft the whole gun. And then you've crafted what looks like an AK-47. We're not going to use that because I use a crossbow. I much prefer it. But you have this item here called a disassembly bench, where you go inside of this disassembly bench, and all the kind of random crap that you pick up off the floors, like in Fallout 4, you break it down and you make it into like items, resources that you can actually use. So then you break all that down. You have some pretty standard storage systems. I do have stuff in here that I can go into here and pass this all over, so I can deposit it all inside. And we have other items like the furnace, standard survival type things. We have standard survival type things where we can actually just put in it and craft these. Now these do craft by themselves, but there is a thing in this game where you can create what's called deviants. Now you find these deviants randomly around the map, or in certain areas there are. It's kind of, think of it in the way of when you're looking at soulmask, think of it in the way as having NPCs, and these all do different things. So the deviant power, we'll go into this guy here, and at the moment I've got a portal guy in there, which is a door. He's a skill rating 2 activity. I found him randomly in an area. I think he's decently rare. I haven't seen any more of these, but they're required to have certain things within your base to make them happier, their mood happier. Again, very much like soulmask when it comes to the NPCs with the morale boosting type thing. The higher their mood, the more of their power. Example, the deviants crafting and gathering speed goes higher and higher and higher the more mood they have, and they need to refill their deviant powers. Now the deviant powers, for when they do nothing, it can refill. Now you can refill with consuming mood, or you can consume recovery. You can go either or. So it will jump off and it will refill this by taking away mood, or it will refill mood by taking away deviant power. Now these certain things inside of your base, it requires a blue light. It needs a red light, and it will make it happy, and it plant flowers nearby. So if you plant some flowers nearby this box, you'll be able to get his mood up. So it's very similar in the way that we have in soulmask. Now there are many different nodes in this game. Standard, normal ore nodes, you've got rock nodes, you've got standard wood and tree nodes, you've got sage for doing your food and stuff, you've got plantings, so you have plants that are randomly about. I wish I could get this right now, but I don't have the right gathering tool. Let me see if I can craft it, because I'll show you getting one of the little deviants actually, because you can get it from a silver ore node. Where do I get it from? The copper pickaxe. What do I need? I need logs. Okay, let's make the copper pickaxe and see if I can do that. And you just get the logs off of every tree. Every tree just drops logs. This doesn't do any sort of... This is why I'm kind of calling it survival light and not calling it anything else other than that. It's because it's not really... It's got a little bit of everything. It's like got all the checkboxes done for every survival game you've ever played, but it's done in a really simplistic way. Kind of like a mobile game. It reminds me a lot of a mobile game, which is kind of normal, to be perfectly honest, considering this is done by Netease. So Netease is a very, very big Chinese mobile game developer, and they are renowned for having insane, absolutely bloody insane monetization. Now, because this is an early access, let me go into here and we'll grab our axe, and we'll put our axe over here. And we'll equip our axe, and we'll run over and get this silver node, and I'll see if I can get the Digby boy out of it. Come on, you can do it. There we go. 2, 4, 6, and we got the Digby boy. Now the Digby boy is one of these deviants. Now I've got that deviant in there. I'm going to take him out so we can actually just show you what the Digby does. We're going to... Oh, because he's actually given us shattered strange doors. Wooden fragment covered in rainbow, colored in film. I didn't know what this thing did at all because I haven't used it yet. So what we're going to do, we're going to actually withdraw him, and he goes back into your backpack. And what you want to do, I've got this guy as well. This guy's really cool. Like it gives you let me put this inside, deposit inside, and then we can actually go in, use facility, and we can sync to cradle. Now when you have this sync to cradle, he's going to be sitting in there and he's going to look sort of dormant, like see-through. But once you're actually using him and you're fighting with this guy, you can actually get him to do things. So when they have power, his power's going up, you see it in the middle there. Now when you're attacking something, you can get it to attack your designated target. Now different deviants, it's kind of weirdly like Power World as well, because they have like CC deviants, they have crafting deviants and all that kind of stuff. Let me quickly withdraw this guy out of here. We're not using him right now, and we're going to put in the Digby boy. So this Digby boy is actually one of the deviants that you can use to gather stones and ores around you. So he will go around, or when his deviant power goes higher than 30 and his mood goes up, because he is like half dead asleep right now, he's dormant, he will run around, he will come out of the box, but you'll still see him inside, and he'll go around and he'll start gathering nodes around your base. And he kind of looks kind of cute. It's like a little Wall-E robot, runs around and start gathering these. When he's full up, he'll go into this box and you'll see it when you come inside, and he'll have a pile of packages on top of it. He's starting to gain his mood and that, but yeah, it's going to take a little while. There is a place down here in the south if you are already playing this game. I believe it is where are you? There's a dock where you can get logging beavers, which do the wood, and then you can get these guys which do your ores, which is your basic primary ingredients for everything. And when you're running around, because you're still required to run around and grab most of the stuff yourself, because you'll be picking up shattered t-shirts like what we used in the disassembly unit earlier, where we put it inside of here and it give us output of different items. Now let me quickly get rid of this charcoal, and we'll craft up some copper ingots. We're going to use them all the time because I do need to make a load more pistol ammo. Let's see how many we can craft. Let's craft. So it does 80 ammo per craft. So when you're crafting these, so you don't actually have to craft so many. It's not like crafting one at a time. You'll be crafting in batches. That's a really good thing. However, my main issue with Netease is that there are so many systems in place in this game that they could add monetization to. For instance, there is weapons upgrade systems. There are weapons upgrade systems where you can go in and add mods, and you can go into your well, if we go into a weapon over here, let me just grab this quickly. Where are the weapons? Where are my pistols gone? Gear. You can actually go in and modify these, and you can put accessories and mods on these. You can also go into a bench when you're crafting, and you can actually add like it's called calibration. Now when you go into calibration, you can grab the item that you're using, and you can like use materials to upgrade it for it to do more damage. So for instance, because I'm using this gun quite a lot, I will use that to upgrade that weapon, and it raised the damage up. Now in many other Netease games that I've played, because I used to be a mobile game YouTuber back in the day, like 5 years ago, my career started in mobile games. And it started with Netease games, so it was like, I'm right up there in knowing what they can do and what they do. They can add currencies to being able to upgrade weapons. Now, because this is in an early access, and I don't know why, it's just cancel that, don't want that. Pick up the ammo. Now, because in most Netease games that I've played before, they do have a tendency to add the currencies, different currencies, crap loads of them. If we go in here, they've already got, and this is like early access, they've got, where are you hiding? Shop events. So let's just talk about the shop. We have the shop. And there's two currencies in here already. There's Christian and cosmetic tokens. Now you can get this Catwoman set, for example. It's just Catwoman. Netease, don't piss about. It's not a Shadow Panther. It's literally a Catwoman. You can get loads of different cosmetics. Now these cosmetics, as I can tell, don't do anything, but there's cosmetics specifically for females and specifically for men. So like my character here, that's literally, what do they call that? For attacker demeanor set. Like that's literally from like Demon Slayer or some shit. So you have lots of different things here, and you can see there's quite a lot of, and it literally just picks it out for sets because of your thing. You can turn it around and you can put different sets on, but the men kind of change a little bit. Like for instance, that is literally Black Panther. Like I can't even, they do that a lot in games. If you like that kind of thing in games where you want to play a game where they're running around, you got a cat girl running around, or like Bunny Boy, I guess you want to call this dude, then by all means crack on. That's your thing. It's not my thing at all. I don't like it. I don't like to do Christmas events because there'll be Easter bunnies running around at Easter, and at Christmas you'll have Santas running around in a survival game that's supposed to be quite dark and spooky. And then we have this, they have seasonal goals where you can run in and you can grab all of these things and you can claim from these while you're doing along in the season goals. Talking about seasons, for instance, we're going to season info. Now the season info, every now and then they wipe the PvP servers. It will only be seasons. There'll be no overarching long-term servers as currently. Now before yesterday, they didn't even have a way of having multiple characters at once. They literally didn't. They only had one character creation, and now today I believe they just added multiple characters so you can play different characters. It's something that's like, it's a mobile game ported over to PC, at least in my opinion. I'm still having fun with it, mind you. I like the aesthetic currently, base game aesthetic. What I don't like is cosmetic aesthetics unless it keeps with the aesthetics of the game. As you saw earlier when I was fighting that big guy that I let kill me because I'm just not really a good, like I can't really fight and talk at the same time, so it was a really bad idea for me to do that. If you go into those areas, it can look twisted, it can look dark, and it looks like there's lots of tentacles and all that kind of thing. Well, as you saw with the cosmetics, of course there's tentacles. But there's a lot of different aspects of the game that are really cool. One of my main aspects that I disliked about the game so far is that you have massive loads of areas with nothing in it. Now, I know why they're doing that. They're doing that because they need space for bases to build. Like, that's just a given yes, yes, or yes. You need that space, especially on an MMO where you're playing a lot of... there's a lot of people playing on the server, and you can jump between worlds. So you can live on one world on your server, and you can jump between worlds and go and do other things. But this is what I mean by, like, just crappy little houses built everywhere. Like, I don't even know what that was supposed to be. Like, what is that supposed to be? Like, if you own that house and you're watching this video, I apologize, but what is that? Then you've got, like, just your standard... It's not even got windows. Come on, at least make a window. I'm just literally just crafting here. And this, I'll disassemble this as soon as I'm done. Because, like, I don't know, I guess I have manners. But you just have these, like, mobile homes everywhere. Like, they literally look like some mobile homes. And another thing that really confuses me is the aesthetic of these houses built. They're built like prefabs. And then you have all of these broken ass things literally everywhere, like all over the place. So even the houses kind of don't fit with the aesthetic of the game. At least as far as I've got. I'm going to be playing a little bit more because I'm playing soulmask so much. I'm going to be... I won't like jump into this game full time, but I will kind of go into it a little bit further and check it out and see what's good. I was hoping that we were staying around here because I was hoping I can get you to see the deviant, but it's not actually doing it. Let's see if we can do it. Confirm. No, it wasn't enough. So yeah, basically my first impressions is it's a mobile PC port with some nice aesthetics, as I don't know, like that. Maybe I was just being a bit rude there. With some nice aesthetics, and we got some and a decent combat system. It's pretty like haphazard slapped together. As I said, it felt like a mobile game. It feels like it's going to be automated somehow via mobile, which Netease also does quite a damn lot. So there is that as well, where they could add some automation factors in there, but full mobile automation, not like Soulmask or Myth of Empires, just full automation. That's kind of not really my cup of tea, but if you're into that kind of thing, then definitely give the game a go. It's like, it's not a bad game. It's just, I feel like down the road it's going to be really bad. And that's just my personal opinion on the monetization front. The cosmetics will eventually, because the Netease don't make enough sales, they'll add stats to the cosmetics and stuff like that. I've played through so many games from them that is ungoddamn believable, because they do make really good games at the start, and then they slowly add monetization and it kills it over like a period of time. But that's pretty much all we got for our first look at Once Human. There are a lot of other things in the game, but I still need to check those out. This is just my first impressions on the game right at the beginning, and my opinion on what the game could turn out to be. I want to thank you all for watching. This is Sovereign RPG. I am Sovereign. This is your one-stop shop for your survival gaming content. Fly safe and avoid local chat scams.
I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no, I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up, it's time to look out.